Good morning. Welcome to Modern Mahjong's Daily Talk of the Tiles for Sunday. Happy Easter to everyone celebrating, and happy weekend. Join us by reading or watching and listening. Today's tile topic: what happens if there's a tie between the player racking the tile and the player calling the discard? So let's say B is racking and either C or D are calling. Is it considered racked and then too late for the other player to call? The tie goes to the caller. So this is officially answered by the league in their 2020 bulletin. When there's a simultaneous rack and call, the tile goes to the player who called the tile. Player B takes that pick that they had that was interrupted and they put it back in the wall in the exact same spot they picked it from. So to answer your question, yes, he or she knows what tile the next player, which will be to the right of the last action, will pick from the wall. So player B picks a joker, doesn't rack it yet, or racks it, and at the exact same time they rack it, somebody else calls it. They lose that joker, it goes back to the wall, and whoever picks next will get that joker. So let's go back for today's tile tip and talk about tells. We recommend that you don't file your tile. So what does that mean? We find that coming up with expressions and cliches that are catchy kind of help players remember things, such as player ends in R, play goes to the right, wall ends in L, the walls are pushed out to the left. So don't file your tile is one of the tile tips that we talk about. When it is your turn, that's the time when most other players are watching your actions. Eyes are on you. So at that point, you should pick and rack, or you could pick and discard. So a reminder, in other videos and in several posts, we talk about a controversial rule that racking is not a rule, but a strategy. A lot of players are taught, and teachers really emphasize, for good reason, that it's important to rack. However, if you don't need a tile, you can just pick and discard. The one thing we're telling you not to do is pick and hold it or wave it in the air, because then that gives players more time to call that last discard. But back to today's tile tip. Today we're focusing on not giving away information by where you place your pick. By don't file your tile, we mean don't pick a tile, and then let's say you pick a 6 dot and you're doing 2, 4, 6, 8. Don't take that 6 dot, move the 2s and 4s to the left, move the other 6s and 8s to the right, and stick your 6 dot right in the middle. By pushing your tiles around and rearranging them and fitting that pick in, you are giving information to other players about the fact that it's a necessary pick, where it fits on your rack, all of that. That's unnecessarily information that other players don't need to get. So instead, pick and rack or pick and discard. Then, when eyes are on the next player, now it's your time to rearrange your tiles. Today's hand of the day is in the 2, 4, 6, 8 category. So we're looking at number 2, and this is either a pair of flowers and then 2 plus 4 is 6, or a pair of flowers and then 2 plus 6 is 8. And everything but the flowers are kongs. So many players are often intimidated when they see these math symbols. And we heard a funny anecdote from a teacher recently where a player was learning and she said she was ready to call Mahjong, but she didn't have the plus or the equal sign yet. Ignore those symbols. It's just a fun and creative way for the National Mahjong League to come up with a hand. But when it comes to actually having Mahjong, they're ignored. The 2, 4, 6, 8 hand here is a great backup for each other. If you have kongs of 2s and kongs of 6s, those are in both hands. So then you either need to pick the 4s or the 8s. Neither of these use all 4 numbers in the 2, 4, 6, 8 category. So you're either using 2, 4, 6 or 2, 6, 8. And they have 10 overlapping tiles, which is something we look at when we look at switchable hands, which our PDF is coming soon. So we hope that this was helpful, and we wish you a great day. Our new card class is taking place a week from today at the Fort Lauderdale Bridge Club. It is going to be a great day of a card review, lunch, social games. You could register individually or with a group. Our 2 Zoom classes are coming up the day after. It's April 28th and April 30th. Those one's at night, one's during the day, so we could catch everybody. Modern American Canasta Convention is taking place in New York City, October 11th and 12th. If you want more details, we invite you to visit bit.ly/CanastaCon25. So the C and the C in both of those are capital. So what would you like us to discuss next in our daily talk of the tiles? Comment below or send us an email. Thanks for all your great suggestions. If you aren't following us, what are you missing out on? We got all this great stuff. So follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Modern Mahjong. On YouTube, our channel is also Modern Mahjong, and our Facebook group of over 65,000 active Mahjong players is Mahjong Community. With that, have a great day and a great game.